What's going on, guys? Conducive Gaming here. I'm Axel's Apprentice, and I have my guest with me, Intrepid.
What up?
And what are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about Injustice 2.
Oh my god, I'm
And
so excited.
The hype train.
Oh, unbelievable. Unreal. Let's just get right into it. Who are you maining?
Oh, Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Right out the bat.
Scarecrow.
Right out the gate.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's so cool that they're adding Scarecrow into this game. It's unbelievable. Scarecrow's always been one of my favorite characters in Batman, so I'm excited to see him in this game. We're gonna be honest. I like Scarecrow. I like there was somebody else I liked. Robin looks pretty sick.
Robin, I like that he's actually Robin now.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
They did that right.
Yeah. Let's see. Robin, Darkseid. Darkseid looks broken, but I don't need.
Darkseid is gonna be They say he's supposed to be balanced, but after seeing the gameplay of him and the fact that he can cover the entire map top to bottom and across it with the laser, just one attack.
We literally just watched gameplay on Darkseid, and we literally just saw him do that. It was insane.
It is absolutely brutal. There was no recovery.
Oh my god, it was unbelievable, unreal. And
we're currently watching Joker gameplay, which I have to say I highly approve of. I had to warm up to the new look of him, but
I'm glad
I warmed up to it.
I'm glad we're talking about Joker now because they're doing such a good job with bringing in the same characters from the first game, but adding new enhancements to them where they're like, yeah, you still have new stuff to learn, but if you pocketed Joker, then you won't have a trouble with feeling right back in place. He's different, but at the same time, he's the same, along with every other character that is returning, and I think they're doing a great job with doing that. Green Arrow looks great. The Flash looks great. Like we just said, Joker looks great. Harley looks great.
I like it because they took the Joker look and they decided to kind of play off of the new Joker that they made, but they tweaked it a little bit here and there.
Correct. Yeah.
From the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing that really got me into the new Joker was the outro that he has. His victory outro is one of the best ones ever.
Let's talk about those outros for a second, and how Harley Quinn's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. Just toss the dynamite behind you. Have yourselves a nice day.
I haven't seen many of the outros.
Yeah, they're all great. They're all pretty well done.
Just to add on to the Joker, what I don't like about him at all is the voice actor choice.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it fits the character.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. I don't know. It feels different that they decided to keep the same voice, make him look so much younger.
Yeah, it does. He does look younger. That's the first thing I got. The first thought I got when I saw him was like, oh, he looks younger. Like, he doesn't.
I like the nice replacement of the canister with the present when he kicks it over to you.
Oh, yeah. We have the Joker returning. We have Green Arrow. We have the Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman.
Atrocitus makes his debut.
The first character revealed for the game that's new, and he actually looks pretty solid. I know I won't be using him. I know that for a fact, but he looks like a good character to learn. I would say Gorilla Grodd also as well.
Winston.
Yeah, a.k.a. Winston, a.k.a. Good old Danky King.
Just saying, they had the same highlight intro.
Yeah.
Just saying. We're gonna have to get a side by side shot on this one.
There's no
a comparison.
Okay, that's gonna see it. that's gonna be edited right here. As you can see, there's no way you've ever seen these two in the same place. Winston and Gorilla Grodd. Never seen them in the same place. Never.
They're probably the same person.
That's maybe moving on. Have you looked into the multiverse mode at all? Have you seen anything on that?
No.
So I'm kind of glad you haven't, because I can kind of elaborate a little bit on what it is. It's a new mode. It's a new single player mode. It is called multiverse mode. And what happens is the idea of DC is that there's all these different Earths in the comics, in the movies, whatever. There's all these different Earths. Multiverse mode plays into that, and you can go in, and what you do is you go in and you fight people or characters. They're all computerized. None of them are really actual other people, and they're all customized in the costumes and everything. They all have their own customization on them, and there's certain levels to the characters, and it's a way to unlock new gear and new shaders and stuff. It's a really cool feature. I'm actually really excited for it. It's a good way to gain experience and go. I'm excited. I'm so excited for.
Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle.
Can't forget about Blue Beetle. Actually,
who is that? For one, I actually don't know who Blue Beetle is.
So
but he looks dope.
Blue Beetle is a character that was in the Justice League for a little bit, but not very long. He's one of the DC's underlying characters that not a lot of people know.
Actually, while you tell me, I'm going to pull up some video content on the
Blue Beetle. Yeah. So Blue Beetle, not a very known character, obviously. However, I love him. I think he looks great. He might actually end up being one of my mains, if I'm going to be honest.
I feel the same. I thought it was Cyborg at first. I was like, dude, Cyborg looks dope.
Nope.
And then I was like, wait a minute. He's just a better Cyborg.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. I would love to see him on the silver screen someday, but we don't have to go into that. Basically, Blue Beetle's just... I guess you can kind of almost say he's DC's version of Ant-Man, but not really. He's DC's Bug, if we're going to go with that. And he's got all these cyborg powers.
Do you know his backstory?
Not entirely. I don't know everything. I know he was in the Justice League for a little bit. That's all I know, though. I haven't really read too much into him.
Whoa.
But, yeah. And we're on the topic of Blue Beetles. We're actually watching a video of the gear. And I want to point this out. The whole gear system, the whole shader system, all that, I think that's so cool that they're adding this in. I think it's such a great feature. I like
how they're giving us the option from the start to keep a neutral mode.
That's also very cool.
Because they already know that it's going to be a problem if you have an advantage.
Right.
One over the other.
And when this game was first announced, they revealed that. And then they told us, almost right off the bat that there was a neutral mode. And I had said this to Donkish because he's a big MK fan. And I said to him, I'm like, they're doing this really cool system with the gears where, it increases certain stats and whatnot. And at first he was like, that's really stupid. Like, that's going to get broken. Superman's going to become ridiculous. And then I explained to him, I'm like, no, there's also a neutral mode to avoid that. And he's like, oh, actually, that's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah. So you can have both sides.
You get to keep your customization and you get to look as badass as you want to, but
yeah, no, it's
you're just not going to be OP.
So the customization's cool. The multiverse mode is cool. We're excited for the new story. The new story is going to be awesome. The first story was amazing. I love the first story, so I'm excited to see where it takes us this time around. It looks like Superman's still on the verge of being evil, which is awesome.
We're probably going to finish playing through the Injustice 1 story mode since I started it earlier today.
Yep. Like I said, great story. Really is. Does it have you completely sucked in? Because it had me completely sucked in when I was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the most in-depth story modes that I've ever witnessed in a fighting game.
And
like Tekken is a close contender, but Tekken kind of confused me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, why is everyone fighting?
And I'm hoping for Injustice 2 to be just as good, if not better. Because I honestly think Injustice's story mode is one of the best ones I've ever played. And
the way they flow into fights and actually make the matchups happen, it's not random. It's like all of the story writing goes into being like, this is where these two characters are going to meet, and this is how they're going to meet and why they're meeting. It's not just like, hey, I ran into you, now let's duel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Mortal Kombat felt. Was it just a lot of people walking past each other being like, hey, you, and they're like, hey, you, and they're like,
that's
fight.
That's exactly how Mortal Kombat felt to me, too. And there was actually like some serious shit going on with the first game story, like the whole Superman going crazy and all that, and Batman be like, no, stop, don't do that.
So I'm now knowing that Blue Beetle has a mode where he has like fucking what were they called? Praying mantis hands.
Yeah, but he can also change into those guys. Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm playing the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's absolutely gonna be
shit out of him.
He's gonna be one of my mains. He is. I love him.
I finally found a better cyborg.
I think he looks unreal. He really does.
I look forward to the Blue Beetle. Like, I think you learn the most by playing Ditto battles.
Yep, absolutely.
More than playing one hero over and over.
Right, exactly.
But with different heroes swapping out.
With this type of game, I'm always finding myself switching anytime I can.
At least for learning mechanics, at least.
Yeah, exactly. There's always gonna be that one guy that's like your best character, no matter what. And then there's always gonna be like, okay, these guys, you're kind of on the even playing field. Like you can pick them, or given the situations. And into that topic with the whole gears. Then they have the stat increases. Actually, in multiverse mode, I'm not sure if it's in single player or online for that matter, but I know in multiverse mode, because I was watching the gameplay, I saw that you can actually edit certain loadouts of costumes. So for certain things, you're like, okay, I know I'm going to be facing Superman. I think my Blue Beetle with this stats increase is the best choice for me to do this right now. So I'm going to pick this loadout. And it's almost mixing a shooter with a fighting game almost.
Yeah, different equipment to have different builds, kind of almost like it was like a MOBA.
Exactly.
I mean, like just that element. Obviously, this is the farthest thing from.
Right. So we just watched the DLC reveal, the first DLC reveal.
We did.
We talked about it a little bit already, but. We have Starfire, Sub-Zero, and Red Hood coming.
Oh, by the way, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. We're recording this on Cinco de Mayo, so happy Cinco de Mayo. Those silhouettes.
The silhouettes, Raiden pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah, Raiden's confirmed, which kind of upsets me.
Upsets me as well. I agree with you that they don't need Mortal Kombat. Am I okay with them putting one trope hero in there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm okay with it. I'll be okay with it. But
I said hero, I played too much Overlord.
Yeah. But and on that same topic, do they really need to add Sub-Zero when we have Captain Cold?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like we could do other Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Characters.
I guess if they play differently
other than the other two. I can see why they would do it, because they'd be like, oh, well, we did Scorpion in the first, so let's do Sub-Zero in the second.
I swear to God, if the third DLC pack comes out and Scorpion's in it, I'm going to lose my shit.
Scorpion's not coming out for it. He can't. I'm sorry, I can't handle that. If Scorpion gets in this game too, then there was no point to making this, because unless it's a setup it's probably a setup to Marvel versus Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
But that's the thing.
It's coming back. I'm telling you.
That's the thing. I want to say this.
Bold prediction.
If the game, if we're seeing a Injustice or a DC versus Mortal Kombat, which at this point it'd be called Injustice versus Mortal Kombat, I think. If we were seeing that coming back and that was the name of the game, fine. That's fine. Then put the Mortal Kombat characters in.
Yeah.
But the name of the game is Injustice.
Yeah, it's like focus on one game, and if you want to bring it together, then holy shit, yes.
Yeah.
Because Injustice 3 could be like an Injustice 3 game, where they focus where Mortal Kombat comes in. So it's still Injustice, but just all the Mortal Kombat characters feature in it because they're the main storyline, and it's basically just that. That'd be sick, and then make it M-rated.
And then make it M-rated.
I want to see Batman get ripped in half.
We're at a point now where DC Comics are starting to get a lot darker, so I could see it becoming M-rated. Absolutely. Can you imagine Superman giving somebody a fatality?
I feel like the agreements that they have for the characters, because they're not as M-rated in other representations of the character.
Right.
So I feel like there's something in the fine paperwork, you can't slander our name by making them too violent, because Batman's backstory is he's like, I don't kill people. So if they made a game where Batman's getting sawed in half by Scorpion, they're Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But on that same, I mean, Batman in Arkham Knight, it was rated M. Arkham Knight was rated M.
This is true.
I want to, because, but I think that was I can't talk today. Mostly because of swearing, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not positive. So, yeah. So we have a good amount of characters. We have Blue Beetle. We have Atrocitus. In terms of new characters, Starfire.
I'm glad they went with the Atrocitus over Sinestro.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the DLC characters.
He could come back.
Yeah, I could
I'd
see
be fine
that.
if all the Lanterns were in it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, look at how many Batman people we have.
Like you could swap up the play style.
Absolutely.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's even cool to add in characters like for DLC. I mean, not DLC. I'm sorry. Adding characters in the game without actually making them in the game by giving them skins. You know what I mean? Like Reverse Flash. That's what they're doing with him. He's going to be on the Flash.
Yeah, it's a really neat way that you can equip certain items and become other representations and versions of the other characters. It's a very unique way than just like the first one where you pick your character and pick your couple skins.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've gotten everything. Is there anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay, the only, I
I'm
guess.
hype as shit. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for Scarecrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna play a lot of Scarecrow and a lot of Blue Beetle, and I'm probably gonna dabble in Atrocitus here and there.
Yeah, like I said, as soon as this game comes out, I'm definitely gonna be like, all right, which character do I want to try first? I'm probably gonna end up picking, being like, okay, here, just figuring out who I like, what I feel.
I'm gonna be playing every one of them at first. I'm gonna run through it.
Yeah.
I said I didn't have anything to add, and then I started talking.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I'm excited. I'm excited to play through all of them.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna, wait on touching the Flash and Green Arrow for a while until I'm gonna try the new characters first. Then when I get then I'm like, all right, let's see, and then I'll pick up Green Arrow and the Flash again, see how I feel about them in this game. We'll go from there. We'll see what happens. And Injustice 2 comes out on May 16th. Me and Intrepid. Actually, we are gonna do a live stream on release day of Injustice 2.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a good one.
Trepid out.
Signing off.
Flash conducive out. Out.